Hey guys, I'm Tolu and welcome to Youth News, where we talk about all the hot topics going on with Gen Z. Here I have with me is Jada and Lola.
Hey.
And today I'm going to talk about something a little serious, something that has been going on for 3 years and is still currently going on. Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, or as some like to say, Tory Lanez versus the state of California. Now, a quick update or a quick story about it is that back in 2020, Megan Thee Stallion came out and said that Tory Lanez shot her. Tory Lanez came out and said, I didn't shoot her. And it's, you know, it's something that's very crazy to me because, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, Tory didn't shoot Megan. Or, you know, and I'm just like, she posted her feet. She wouldn't, I personally, I don't know her personally. Love you, Megan.
I wish.
But I believe that she wouldn't lie, you know, about getting shot.
She did lie about, remind you.
We're not worried about that though. I'm playing, go ahead.
Remember, she did lie at first, which is why people said her credibility was not stable.
But you have to look at it like this. She did, the only thing she did that they said she lied to Gael King about who she was intimate with. Personally, yeah.
That's where
she
it started.
also lied and
About-
said she was not shot, that she was cut on broken glass.
Now, okay, I see at the beginning, but she wanted to protect this man. And you have to understand, this is somebody that she was in love with at that given time. She was sexually intimate with somebody, or with that person at that given time. And she didn't want him to go to jail as a black man.
Okay.
Now, she regrets that decision today, that like, oh, I should have never protected him. Some people do things out of love, and love can make you do crazy things. And it's like, you know, she just looked at it from a point of, well, if he goes to jail, he'll be gone out my life. And at that point, she was still in love with him. So I understand where people were coming from, but people also have to understand that she was protecting somebody out of love. Now she hates him, so that's good. That's good for her.
It really is, like you said, the intricacies of the emotional attachments.
Yeah.
And that's what everyone's focusing on. And then it gets to a point where the fans, because you have fans over here who love Tory, who are hating Megan, being like, oh my God, she just wants to get him out of here. You have fans of Megan who you want to defend her and be like, we saw the pictures, we saw what was happening, like she should be having her voice heard. The fact that as a victim, Megan Thee Stallion is getting more hate for this than the possible perpetrator in this is absolutely insane. These people are trying to gaslight, saying like, oh no, like you said, she lied in the beginning. She lied about this. There's no way it's credible. Look how she's dressed. And it's like, that's not what's mattering right here. We have a crime and we're trying to solve it.
I also think that, and I feel for her because I also think that when it came out in court, by the way, it came out that her and her friend were sharing
The same.
Tory and have shared
And multiple
men, which
Yes.
is another reason why I think personally she also did not want that to come out.
Yeah, I believe
she
that.
didn't want her image to be shattered for that.
And, you know, I will say, I just feel bad for her. And I feel like women in general, I'm actually going to be a man to speak on it because a lot of men out there are boys right now. And
You're right.
you know, a lot of women don't, like when they come out and say these things, nobody believes them. And what's so crazy to me is that she posted the feed, she went on live, she had proof, she put the whole evidence in a song, her song Shots Fired, where she was talking about how he offered her and her friend $1 million. The friend took it, she didn't. He was apologizing, he's lying. And Tory, I don't know if it was like, maybe he was delusional or something. He made an album and actually sat there and was like, I didn't shoot this girl. This girl is crazy.
That's the thing about it too, where it's like, if you want to go on the one hand, it's like, but Tory is being lost to his family, and there was something, he's the victim in this too. It's a whole thing that they want to push out, but at the end of the day, like you said, he's deluding himself into what's happening.
Well, can you guys, let's be 100%, can you blame him?
Yes.
No, wait. Because I think you're thinking about it, like, absolutely logically, he should not have made that, but he really did not want to go to jail. Like, mind you, he already had, I think he was already not supposed, I think he was on probation for something.
Yes.
He was not supposed
It's the assault from his
But now,
first
thank you for
wife.
saying that, but look at his record path here. Shoots Megan Thee Stallion in 2020. 2022 gets into a fight. I'm trying to remember who the second fight was. 2022 again gets into a fight with August Alsina, beats him up, makes him bleed. Your record is terrible.
Absolutely.
You
I'm not
need to
saying-
be in jail.
Yeah,
You're a problem to society.
He definitely needs to,
you
but I
got it
want
right.
you guys to look at it from a flight or fight perspective of him of him trying to make sure that he doesn't go to jail, even though he did what he did and he should go to jail, cause and effect. But I'm saying when you think about it, yeah, he's delusional, but you honestly can't blame him from a basic human perspective because I'm fighting for my life. I know I did this, but I don't want to go to jail.
Look at it like this. Look at it like this. Where he screwed up, and I always tell people this, she was not going to take him to court until he started that whole rave of, I didn't shoot her.
Yeah.
That is
She
that is
protected
so
him
true.
the whole time.
Yeah.
Whole time.
Then he came out and was like, because he said it, if you would have heard the jail call, he told Kelsey, he was like, well, this is going to end up, the blogs are going to catch this on me, not on Megan. They caught it on Megan, and instead of him, like, saying, like, dang, I did, or da-da-da, he was like, this girl is crazy. I didn't shoot her.
Yeah.
She got bullied.
Yeah.
Don't like that. If we're also going to talk about it with the fans, especially like weirdly the alpha male podcast space has started latching on to that. And they're getting so misogynistic with it. And they're doing this whole thing of, actually, it was Kelsey that shot him. Look at the gunpowder. Look at she lied. And it's like, you guys are missing the bigger point of this.
Absolutely.
We have a victim, and at first she was trying to protect someone, but then he's basically defamation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's putting these lies on her name, being like, she's crazy, she's hysterical, something women have always heard all the time when they're saying their feelings, like, I didn't shoot her. And then you see his text where he's apologizing.
the texts are
admissions.
beyond
That's what
me.
incriminated him, though. Like,
but my thing is, there would have been no incrimination had he had just, relaxed.
yeah.
And I'm so glad.
Absolutely.
I love the way everything played out. I loved how God's plan is God's plan because he went to jail and now he is facing up to 23 years. Right now, his case got pushed. His sentencing got pushed. So he's still in jail. He hasn't been sentenced yet because he got a new lawyer.
Yeah, a new lawyer.
So, but my thing is, half of this would have never happened. Honestly, he set his own trap and played into it.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
If he would have never said anything, she would have never even sent him to jail. And I feel so bad for her that she felt the need to have to protect this man. If you saw the video, she was limping. If you saw the video in the ambulance, she was crying.
Yep.
She had no mother. She has no father. She has nobody to fall on but her grandmother. She doesn't want to stress her grandmother out with this. And shout out to Partisan 14 Party for being such a good boyfriend, a great foundation for her.
Yes.
Because he's actually been there protecting her.
Because she lost a lot of people. She said she cried about it. She lost so many people.
And guess what? I'm glad that happened because those people were not meant to be in her life.
Absolutely.
We're not that, and not only that, she lost Kelsey. That was like her best
friend.
She needed to lose her though. She needed to.
Oh yeah, that was a fake friend.
She was so snaky with it. The fact that, like you mentioned in the song "Shots Fired," he tried bribing both of them. An innocent person wouldn't bribe someone. One. Number two, she didn't take it because she's like, listen, you did all these things to me. We can't keep going like this. She did. She completely rescinded her whole her first. Correct me if I'm wrong. Her first testimony, she was talking about everything that was happened, how she got into an altercation with him, how the shots were fired, the scaredness, everyone's high emotions of being drunk. And then after Megan came out and it was said in court that Tory tried to bribe them, she took everything back. She said she didn't know, she didn't see anything, she didn't hear anything.
I'll say this with Kelsey. I would say this: you may be safe. You may have immunity. Oh, but you're going to jail for perjury.
Yeah, perjury.
You're going to jail for perjury. Because how do you switch up your story?
So
September
fast.
2022, you protected Megan. You were like, listen, this is what happened. He shot her. Now you're sitting on the stand. I don't remember, Your Honor. I don't. It's okay. You're going to remember when you're sitting in a cold, hard jail cell.
Because look what happened to Tory. Now, it's only a matter of time.
But honestly, it's a crazy case. It's a sad case. But I'm glad she got justice.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great way to end this.
Right.
So shots were fired at you, Tory. And if you would like to shoot some shots and talk about this, you can hit us up on social media at WatchYNN.